guys, welcome to Buttercream Queen. Today we're making delicious chocolate cupcakes. I know that's kind of a weird thing to start off the channel with, but chocolate cupcakes are my favorite, so that's why we're starting with it. For this recipe, you'll need 125 grams of room temperature margarine or unsalted butter, 2/3 cup caster sugar, 3/4 teaspoon salt, 3 teaspoons baking powder, 2 cups flour, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, 2/3 cup cocoa powder, 1 cup milk, and 3 beaten eggs. To start off, mix the salt, baking powder, and flour until it's very well combined. And try not to splash it everywhere. Once it's well combined, add in your cocoa powder. And just mix that until you can't see any more streaks of cocoa powder. And your mixture is like a really light brown color. Okay, this is well combined, so let's set it aside for later. Bring in your margarine. Give that a whisk just to make it just to make it smooth. Now add your caster sugar. And whisk until a smooth paste type thing forms. To your eggs, add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and a nice hack I use just to get like a more thick texture when you add the eggs to your butter and sugar. Add a splash of milk and whisk that all through. Now add half your egg mixture, just estimate half, and mix. So your egg mixture may start off looking a bit weird and gross, but once you keep mixing, it may start looking off like that, like all separated. And if you just keep mixing, then it will all come together in a nice smooth batter. There we go. Now add half of your milk. Well, like a quarter or half or whatever. And some of your flour. And just whisk that gently. You can use a spatula to fold it in, but I just like to use a whisk and gently mix it in. I've finished alternating the flour and milk. As you can see, they're both empty. Now bring in your cupcake trays. Get an ice cream scoop, 2 teaspoons or a tablespoon measure, and just scoop your batter and fill your cases until they're half or 3/4 full. Okay, the cupcakes are beautiful. They have just been finished, and as you can see, I had to do another tray, but this guy, sadly, I hate to admit, I like the chewy ones. Okay, now, forget I said that. Put these in your oven when your dog is not underneath. Put them in the oven when your oven has finished preheating to 180 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and bake these for about 10 to 15 minutes or until you can stick a skewer or a cake tester inside and they'll come out firm with nothing. Now it's time to make the buttercream. For this, you'll need 62 grams of margarine, softened or unsalted butter, and 1 cup icing sugar, and obviously a sift. So I I took that vanilla buttercream I made and I added 1/4 cup of cocoa powder to it to get a lovely chocolate buttercream. Now get a cupcake, start at the bottom, and go to the top with an original swirl. You guys can layer up the swirl if you want to, but I don't, so I'm just leaving it nice and thin. Because I already think the cupcake tastes really good on its own. And I'm just going to keep filling up my serving platter, but make sure your cupcakes are cool. And just in case you guys are wondering, I have a star nozzle in here, but you guys can use any nozzle you want. Okay, here I've melted some good quality milk chocolate, and here I have a bowl of ice. First, just go like wiggle all around the ice with some milk chocolate. And leave it for a few seconds to cool. Make sure you have a pretty thin hole so it doesn't smudge together like that. Okay, my chocolates have set. They look so pretty. One of them is like this. And I'm just going to place it on a cupcake. And I'm going to use some rainbow sprinkles and just sprinkle over. I have these really cute rose sprinkles here. I'm just going to take one. I love the color yellow. I'm going to pop it on and sprinkle with some sprinkles. And continue doing that to the rest of your cupcake. Ta-da! These beautiful cupcakes are so delicious. I'll prove it. I'm going to take this one. Gosh, it looks so good. That's really good cupcakes. So moist. It's really good. Bye guys, see you next time.